think I knew you really had to be the one when, on our first anniversary, unbeknownst to each other and amidst the thousands of options we had, we managed to buy each other exactly the same anniversary card. Do you remember what it said on the front? Happy anniversary to the one I want to annoy for the rest of my days. Because in truth, we knew, or at least I knew, that you were the one with whom I wanted to be for the rest of my days. I want to always be the one to care for you, to hold you, to protect you, and okay, maybe sometimes to annoy you too, but only because you're so cute when you're annoyed.
Thank you for refusing to let me be anyone but my true self. And thank you for ordering me bubble teas when I'm feeling low. Thank you for also embracing all my moments and for tolerating my love for Disney and my support for Charlotte. Thank you for catching for all the spiders in our flat when I know you're secretly a little bit scared too. I think words can't really articulate how lucky I am and how grateful I am to have found someone who's so similar to me. I love that when we go to Rumble boxing classes, we're both uber competitive and shamelessly compete in front of everyone to see who can complete the ladder faster or whose burpees are quickest. Although I still think the jury's still out on that one. I love that you push me because you know that I can be better and that we motivate each other to grow and improve. I'm a better person because of you.
Welcome all to Fee's wedding. Yes, I know. I feel incredibly fortunate to have made the cut as well. It feels a bit like the love child of Blair Waldorf from Walt Disney. It's safe to say that I can take very little credit for anything that you've enjoyed over the past 2 days. All credit very much goes to Fee.
For this wedding, to be honest, I thought I'd be making all the decisions and the spreadsheets and everything. But no, Ed was fully involved. And to be honest, what more can I ask for than a guy who would sit down and discuss with me what shade of pink he wanted for our color scheme. And also, I might add, loving the color so much that he covered himself in it last night. And he looked great.
Ed and I met about 33 and a half years ago. It was the 19th of December, 1988. One of the worst days in history. The day that Ed was born, and when I realised my mum and dad would love me just a little bit less. Now, I don't remember too well our early days, but I can tell you that Ed and I shared an instant connection. We both immediately disliked each other. Ed was not always this confident, smart, and well-accomplished person you see here today. He was actually extremely shy and very gentle when he was young. He was actually the biggest mummy's boy. I remember many of our parents' friends used to say, Yeonjae, which is Cantonese little lamb, is like the prettiest little girl. Obviously, I loved every moment of it. The sister that I always wanted. But as he got older, this was probably around the time when he started secondary school,
he really started to change. I don't know if it's just because he was tired of me brutalising him, or maybe he finally realised he had to stop being so lame to make any friends. But he really did start to stand up for himself, and that really did earn my respect. And this is when things got extremely competitive between us, whether it was football, tennis, pool, computer games. We would have to do everything to beat each other. And Ed being Ed, he'd always have to take it a step further. So as an example, he would turn up to play pool, and this was in our house, by the way, in a shirt, trousers, waistcoat, and a bow tie. He could always be the best version of himself, so it was no surprise when he absolutely breezed through high school and university with distinction and ended up at a top law firm. I would never usually say this to his face, but I really couldn't be more proud to have Ed as my brother.
I still remember we were a few months in the relationship and we were discussing, dreams and hopes and that kind of thing. And I said, in true Legally Blonde fashion, if Harvard would take me as a postgrad student, why wouldn't I go? And I looked at him and I thought, you were gonna say you're crazy, or this is a complete waste of time and money. But he actually looked at me and said, well, it won't be easy or cheap, but if you really want it, I'm sure we can make it work. To be honest, I don't really know if it was the true romantic in him or he felt like I was never gonna get in anyway, so why do the fight thing? But anyway, for me, it was the moment I felt like Ed is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Share with us your favorite holiday moment shared between just the two of you.
Half with Mike.
Happy? Approved? Yes. Okay.
So let's talk about Fee. Don't look so worried, I'll be nice. I think we all agree that Fee looks absolutely stunning tonight. Which begs the question, why on earth did you settle with Ed? I mean, look at this guy, begging on his knees today. It's obvious who's the boss in this relationship.
Fee, you really are just the sweetest, most caring person I have ever met. You are so selfless. You're forever thinking about other people. And I'm so incredibly fortunate that I have you to look out for me and my interests all the time. I'm so inspired by your infectious, carefree inner child spirit. And you have taught me to just embrace being yourself every day, no matter what.
When Ed first told me about Fee, I knew that she was special. He was like, bro, I met this amazing girl, but really annoying. She's got a boyfriend who's a pro tennis player. And I quote Ed, but he must be shite if he plays for Hong Kong. I could tell by the sheer venom in his voice, he was really into this girl. And the more he spoke about Fee, he'd say, yeah, she's this Chinese girl, she's super smart, so driven, she's a really good lawyer, she also works at Lynx. I was thinking to myself, Jesus, it sounds like Ed with hair. This can't be good. But thankfully, when I met Fee, the worries very quickly disappeared. Fee was better than him at everything.
Fee absolutely loves a bargain. She may also love her Louboutins, her Michelin-starred restaurants, and her French chateaus. But nothing makes Fee happier than a good old-fashioned discount or freebie. And if you live under her roof, you better be on board, because there is no worse feeling than being on the receiving end of Fee's disappointed look
when you forgot to scan the Nectar card at the end of your Sainsbury's shop. Fiona, you're beautiful. You have so many great qualities. You're smart, you're sweet, hardworking, determined, and have a great heart. In fact, your only flaw appears to be your taste in men. But seriously, Fee, you're truly amazing. I know you've only become my sister very recently, but you've been a part of the family for a long time now, and I can't wait to get to know you better and to see our families grow stronger together.
I promise to always put us first, closely followed by Winnie the Pooh, who I know means so much to you. I promise to stand by you in all of life's moments, whether the sun is shining or the rain is pouring. And in particular, I promise to always be the one to wash the dishes, so you don't have to.
With everyone today at Witness, I vow to always be your pigeon, to listen to you, to support you, and to let you support me for the rest of our lives. I promise to check when the last time I ate anything was, and get a snack so you don't have to ask me if I'm being hungry. I commit to laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sadness. I vow to never take you for granted and to always be by your side.
I promise to be loyal, to be patient, and above all, to be the pillar of support for whatever you want to achieve in life.
Do you, Edmund Leung, take Fiona Ng to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love her, comfort her, honour her, and keep her in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold, from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Fiona Ng, take Edmund Leung to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honour him, and keep him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold, from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And you, the family and friends of Ed and Fee, now that you have heard their vows, will you, from this day forward, encourage them, support them, love them, and be there for them in their hour of need? Excellent.
To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were, in the very core of their being where true and lasting love can alone abide.
I will always do my best to make you proud, to be the best version of me that I can be for you, but most importantly to strive to be the man that you so undeniably deserve.
I promise to continue to sing along to songs by mumbling and making up words as we go. I promise to tone down my instinctive legal rebuttal preparations when we have disagreements and make sure we don't go to bed angry.
I know we make such a good team together. You are the best life companion I could hope for, my best friend, and I love you immeasurably and unconditionally, and always will. I can't believe that soon I'll have the fortune to call you my wife. Thank you for everything. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
If you think Ed and Fee look incredible tonight, please stand up and take a shot.
If you've changed Ed or Fee's nappy, please stand up.
Ed's dad has not stood up.
You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. Ed, Fiona, we love you. Thank you.
We could live the Christmas light up till January. This is a place to make the rules. There's a dazzling haze and a mysterious.
I promise to be there when our hair turns grey, our faces wrinkle, and life around us looks different. I cannot promise that life will be perfect, because it won't, but it will be a perfect life lived with you until the end of our days. I love you so much. You're my best friend, my better half, and my person, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.
Lover.
To my own parents, well, what can I say? Without you, I simply wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't have had a fraction of the opportunities you have both worked so hard to provide me with. You uprooted everything to move to the UK almost 30 years ago in order to provide me and Steve with a better future. And in the early years, I can only imagine how difficult it must have been to settle into a totally new environment. Dad, thank you for providing me with all your guidance and support over the years. Your work ethic is unparalleled, and you have been a true inspiration for me in the art of never giving up. Mom, you look spectacular tonight. Thank you for your unconditional love, your nurture and your patience, even when I didn't always agree and thought I knew better, which obviously I didn't. Together you provided such a loving environment for us to grow up in, and for that we will forever be in your debt.
To my mom, I will literally and figuratively not be here today, and as the person I am without you. You look so lovely tonight, and I'm so glad to have you walk me down the aisle. Woo! Thanks to you and Dad for the supportive yet striving environment growing up. And thanks for putting up really with me throughout the years, because I know I was, and maybe still am, a very mafan kid. Translation, pain in the backside. I hope you'll be proud of who I am now. And I know this year hasn't been the easiest for us, but even more for you. But I hope as long as you have me, Sha, and the three of us together, it'll be great and we'll have a good time.
Hold on to look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back, you say shut up and dance with me. This woman, it's your destiny. You say ooh, shut up and dance with me. You say shut up and dance. Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back, you say shut up and dance with me. This woman is your destiny. You say ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, shut up and dance with me.
If you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you, said Piglet to Pooh. Piglet sidled up to Pooh from behind. Pooh, he whispered. Yes, Piglet? Nothing, said Piglet, taking Pooh's hand. I just wanted to be sure of you. We'll be friends forever, won't we, Pooh? Asked Piglet. Even longer, Pooh answered. If ever there is tomorrow, when we're not together, there's something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is, even if we're apart, I'll always be with you.
I, Edmund Leung, give you, Fionna Ng,
I, Fionna Ng, give you, Edmund Leung,
this ring as a symbol of my love,
and promise to love you unreservedly,
today, tomorrow, and forever,
through the good times and the bad.
Before these witnesses, you have pledged to be joined in matrimony. You have now sealed this pledge with your wedding rings. By the authority vested in me by Ed and Fee, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm so incredibly happy for both of you. It's been a huge honour of mine to watch you blossom as a couple. I know you're going to have an amazing life together, and I look forward to being a part of it. I will always be there for you guys, and thank you for inviting all of us into your lives.
Fee, what an event you have planned. And my gosh, do you look like a princess befitting of this castle today. You look absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to spend each and every day with you for the rest of our lives. Stay patient, and one day this frog may turn into the Monegasque prince you truly deserve.